The flight attendant at United just made my 22-week pregnant wife traveling with a 5-year-old and 2-year-old get on her hands and knees to pick up the popcorn mess by my youngest daughter. Are you kidding me? So throwing garbage runs in the family. This fool is dating himself with a wig. Billie Eilish dresses like she got her clothes stolen at the gym, so they gave her what they had in the lost and found bin. Lunch. Why are you eating like you live in Minecraft? You are such a loser. If there was a contest for losers you would be second. Why I'm not first? Cause you're a loser. Sitting on the back of a girl's motorbike is kinda embarrassing. Bumper painted and mounted. The poor car now looks like it's got a Habsburg jawline combined with a bad retainer. If you had to legalize a crime, what would it be? Speeding in school zones. America's childhood obesity problem can easily be solved by kids running for their lives to get home. Expired. You look like Mark Zuck after he was found dead for 2 days. My son just okay boomed me. I'm Gen X. I will put you in a facial recognition database and drown you in student loan debt. Cheat mode. Close your eyes and you can play any game in your mind, even Paper Mario. Paper Mario is trash. Close your eyes and imagine yourself being a more likable person, and then open them and weep. 25-year-old man Jason joyfully announces that he is expecting his first child with his 63-year-old wife. That mummy at least 80. He gonna be a single father soon. Uranium has about 18 billion calories per gram, so eating a gram of uranium is technically enough food to last you for the rest of your life. That statement is technically correct in more than one way. Welcome to Albania. We are your wives. You posting this on 11? Yeah, right, don't really give a shit. The head of Abraham Lincoln's wax sculpture has melted off due to the heat wave in Washington, D.C. He's just reenacting the night at the theater, don't worry. The kid looks like someone who would have the world record for the most said in a Fortnite match. Choose your scale. Which number is the perfect banana? As long as it is still pretty firm and it fits, it'll do. Walt Disney. Sean. Hiring adult to act like teens. Have lots of family issues. Keep remaking similar content. Worldwide businesses. Lots of teen users. Love to make animation. Both fun for the entire family to watch. Let's put men and women together in sports and see how well that works out. I love women. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis pushes death penalty for child rapists. This is a bad idea lol. At FBI. Found one. A man leapt from a second-floor apartment after his gunslinging date tried to loot him because he refused to give her sex. Why isn't it her mugshot there instead of his picture? And why wasn't she charged with silver or attempted rape? If this was a man, he would have the charge. This is the woman's mugshot. Trigger a fan base with one sentence. Age of consent is 18. I'm deployed and I'm specifically not fighting for your freedom. Amaranth revealed she has late-stage ovarian failure. Explain in League of Legends terms. The minions are no longer spawning. How to safely crack your lower back. I did this to my wife and she's sleeping very well. It's been 3 days since she last woke up. Spending $200,000 on veneers just for everyone to say they look bad. Could eat corn through a chain link fence. What is the worst addiction to have? Any counts. Being addicted to mass ladder probably isn't great. I found my ex-GF's body in the workout. It was very awkward. Still giving you the silent treatment. The cold shoulder. Did she ghost you? A bullied teen gave cupcakes to her tormentors. Then she revealed the secret ingredient was and they had it minting. Taylor Swift covers Lose Yourself. If I'm watching this and my mom walks in, I'm switching to porn because that is easier to explain. Your chances of getting chilled by Vsauce is low but never zero. The chances of me barging into your room and tying your arteries into fleshy balloon animals is low but never zero. What the F is a cunny? Cute plus funny equals cunny. Don't let anyone tell you it's anything other than that. You lied to me. White people culturally appropriated died. For some cultures it was a respectful way to ensure life ends on a high note and not lie of old age. Now it is taken by white depressed teens and is made to be something completely different. Can't even chill self without getting cancelled. Animals be 20 minutes old and already know what to do. Meanwhile human babies come out with a spot on their head that ain't finished yet and the communication skills of an alarm clock. In fantasy, why are the little people, halflings, dwarves etc., always portrayed as the best cooks? Adding on to that, what would dwarven cuisine be like? Tolkien was British. To him the concept of tasty food was as much of a fantasy as elves and dragons. Folks, I might not walk as easily or talk as smoothly as I used to. I might not debate as well as I used to, but what I do know is how to tell the truth. Biden, I intend to win this election. Joe Biden, I think I speak for everyone when I say that we don't need to hear you debate if you want to win this election. Next time you go against Trump, just rip off your shorts and start until the room smells like she. I promise you'll get more votes. Godspeed. Here's what I think about your stupid stop sign. Boy, if you was the looter, John F. Kennedy would have lied of natural causes. I bet that moon phase really comes in handy for those full moons. Dr. Disrespect checking his phone and realizing that his career is evaporating in front of his eyes. I just realized DDP had the same glasses, it's like the Green Goblin mask. Someone's mom is totally using you as a bad example for her kids. My own mom uses me as bad example for others' kids. Evie holds juice. Unfortunately that means Evie can grip cylindrical objects with its hand. Just made a new character, what should we name him? Dr. Kid in respect. My Olympic balloons have finally arrived. Think I wear gold tonight. Maybe you can wear silver instead and come second for a change. Baby boomers did that thing where you leave a single square of toilet paper on the roll and pretend it's not your turn to change it, but with a whole society. Total bad day. I have seen PS1 games with better graphics for cars. Mother effing Hagrid has more polygons. Tomb Raider's bobs around are in PS1. Kim looking like an inflatable car mascot in that leather jacket. F this national alert got me liking boys. What? Stay back. I wanna ref you. I can't control her. American mixed martial artist Bryce Mitchell said he will be homeschooling his infant son because he doesn't want him to be. This guy looks and Freddie Mercury doing the can inside a giant melee. Yeah, X is cool, but have you ever had your dad say he's proud of you? Only when we are having X. Please be careful, my uncle joined the army with his best friend. He had to watch him get hit and choked with a blade. Womp womp. Do you pronounce R in arm? 1950, 2016. Bring back the hard R. How did your high school crush turn out as an adult? She married a successful guy who is now an executive vice president in a large company that everyone is familiar with. She's rich and travels the world. She sure dodged a bullet. Things you can say in both math class, bed. Stop using your fingers and use your head. Dear men, anyone else really, don't. Stop effing manspreading. Just use the power move, drape your legs on both of theirs then let out the biggest fart you can. When the quiet kid and the weird girl have common interests. I guess force choke is useful in the bedroom. Timu, what in God's name is this used for? Don't put your D in that. I spent 50 hours buried alive. He was eating while laying down. OMG. What if he started choking down there and they couldn't get to him in time? Well, he's already buried. Roast me. What school should we stalk this time? Sherlock. Elementary, my dear Watson. Effing quality. What would you throw here? A lead. Cashed out my 401k to buy this thing. Cashing out retirement money to buy a 370Z instead of a Lambo is like lucking D in the back alley for Splendor instead of. I spent 24 hours straight in prison challenge. My dad's been doing this challenge for 17 years. I just got a promotion. The bathroom at my new office has suicide prevention coat hooks. So what happened to the person whose position you filled? They had to unfortunately cut him loose. My PT Cruiser, after rolling over 2 times, actually looks better now. If this guy gifted me a giant wooden horse I would be worried. Women are than men. Changed my mind. I was so hon once I made my wall and started effing my house. What? So that's how you become man of the house? The front of a liquor store. At least they are being responsible and sending their wives instead of drinking and driving. X was created by God for marriage between a husband and wife, not for a boyfriend and girlfriend that are dating. That's why I only do canal. Some things are sacred. Ladies of Reddit, how often have you received an unsolicited picture to your inbox on Reddit? Surprisingly, I have never gotten one via Reddit. Incoming. What is there to worry about, you idiot? Have a good time, and who effing cares if it's a setup and you both hit it off or not? Just be cool and have fun. Telling Anon to have a good time is like telling Helen Keller to just enjoy the movie. What a take, lol. I have F dozens upon dozens of women, and not a single one was able to mint. It's biologically impossible for women to achieve orgasm. I don't know why you'll just be lying on this app for no reason. For water couldn't have gotten this out of me. Which type of tattoo makes you cringe the most? Literally anyone that has 2 small tattoos and is constantly posting about how discriminated against people with tattoos are and how pathetic all the Karens of the world are for being offended by tattoos. Like, calm down Becky, no one has ever said anything actually rude to you about your 3-inch faith tattoo written in such swirly cursive that it could be a roller coaster. At my whole identity is victimhood island. Male mosquitoes are chill as hell. One flew into my room and was just sitting on my lap and watching me playing with myself. Kevin Hart looks like Joel Embiid's Polly Pocket. What terrible ex advice would teenage you totally believe? Back in high school, one kid said, if you mint in a girl you can just tease her and it'll come back out, so she won't get pregnant. 15-year-old me believed it for a short while too. The old toothpaste tube method works every time. A girl never forgets her first micro pen. A boy never forgets his first loose noisy. So you'll both remember the same day pretty differently. Sometimes when I'm too lazy to get up and moisturize my lips, I just stick a in my noisy and use it like Vaseline. What a effing nightmare you people are. Jesus, Satan, you get free lipstick every month. What's harder than an giving birth with an action? This makes me angry enough to throw a flashbang in an orphanage full of epileptic kids. The stages of urine color. You are drinking too much water. You are drinking enough water. You need to drink more water. You need to see a doctor. What if it looks like the blue Gatorade? Then stop drinking the Windex. We have been over. How to pick up a cat like a pro. Better advice on cat handling. Can I do that on a Jaguar? Yes, but only once. My cat got banned from the vet's office. 6 months later I tried to schedule an appointment under a false name, and when I described my cat the girl said, is this Monroe? I said yes and started pleading. Yes, but wait, LMAO. Hangs up. The egg at 9:31 sounds like Minecraft footsteps on dirt. How the F do you shave your balls? I chew the hairs off. Just been served the worst cup of tea, not just of my life, but since the advent of agriculture. What if a Make-A-Wish kid say he wants some noisy? What they gon' do? Place the kid in front of mirror and say, this noisy lost to LMAO. Man tracks down his 3-year-old daughter's latest, cuts off his pen, cooked it, forced him to eat. On the next episode of Chopped, let's see what our contestants can make with this ingredient in our secret basket. Played golf with President Trump today. This was my only birdie. President Trump had 3. Good job by the United flight crew after a bird strike. As you can see, the windshield was compromised. You're the kind of guy that eats a Snickers upside down. so you can feel the veins on your tongue.
Spare change? Spare change, ma'am?